Hello everybody. In this video I'm going to be going over the arcade controller editor tool that I made for Dino Tanks. This editor tool's purpose is making arcade levels easier. So adding player spawn points and adding enemy spawn points. You also have a tool for search and destroy, so adding red team and blue team spawn points. So let's actually take a dive down deeper and see how this tool is actually useful for arcade mode. So let's actually add player spawn point right over here. Now when we add player spawn point, you can actually see on the left hierarchy panel, player spawn point game objects created. And now you can hit the plus sign here to add child objects under the parent object. Now, if we look in the hierarchy right here, you can see the child objects added. You could also decrease the child objects. You could clear the entire list of child objects if you wanted to. Now the whole purpose of this is creating player spawn points for arcade mode. So let's see what happens when we actually click the parent object. Now we have the parent object right over here. Usually what I like to do is grab the parent object, move it over, lift it up a little bit, then one by one change the icon to green so I can just see right here player spawn points. Now after having that, I go back to arcade survival controller. Now add an enemy spawn point. And you'll see back in the left hierarchy panel, I have enemy spawners. So I can hit the plus sign. You know what? I want to add 10. The same thing like last time, right? Double click enemy spawners. Now the cool thing is with it is I made this tool to mimic the player spawn point. So first you want to make a player spawn point, then make an enemy spawner. And the enemy spawner will actually duplicate the coordinates of the player spawner. So instead of like looking for it in the grid, you can actually find it faster. And one by one, click it. Instead of hitting the green, hit the red icon. So then when you look at it in the map, you'll see wave 1 tokens, which is pretty cool, right? Now let's go back to the arcade survival controller editor. Now that's for wave mode. Now let's look for search and destroy settings. So I hit the search and destroy settings right over here. Now you have red team, blue team. You can also add collider tokens to it. So if we hit red team, we can see on the hierarchy to the left you have red spawn points. Same thing like last time. You can increase the spawners. You can decrease it. You can also do it for the blue team. Now for both